Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hello! So today I wanted to go over another new product that I have. I picked up the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer, and I wanted to show you guys the product. And I wanted to go over this bronzer as well as compare it to a few other cream bronzers that I have, like the Saie Beauty bronzer, the Chanel cream bronzer, and a couple that I have from Westman Atelier, which aren't in the same kind of container, but you know, they're similar, you know? So I wanted to go over that, compare it, show what it's like on, and give my thoughts on it. So if you guys want to stick around and check it out, then stick around and check it out. So let's go ahead and go over the product. First of all, the packaging is beautiful. It's also very busy, like the front and the back. There's just so much going on here. So it says Science Plus Color Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer, smoothing healthy looking glow cream bronzer for face and body, infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin D. And then it says for a beautiful healthy looking beachy bronze glow every day. On the side here. On the back, there's a bunch of info. It says it boosts hydration by 136% in 1 hour, which I don't know, but okay. It says skin appears smoother by 42%, and it's humidity proof, sweat proof, and it says to lightly buff onto the skin and blend with beautiful skin bronzing brush for an all over sun-kissed glow. So anyways, that's all that's on the packaging. This is what the product looks like. It is so pretty. And like obviously the packaging is gorgeous. All Charlotte Tilbury packaging is in like the rose gold containers, you know. And then this is what the back looks like. Sorry about my light. I'm trying out a new thing, so. But yeah, it's super beautiful. It says the same thing, Science Color Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. I got the shade number 2, which is medium. It comes in 4 different shades. I've actually already tested this out, so when we look at the product, it's not going to be as pretty as it would be if it's brand new. And it's because I already filmed this video before, but I didn't like the way my lighting looked because I'm using a new camera, and I'm still figuring out the lighting situation with it, but it didn't look right. So yeah, that's why it's already been used. But we have a really nice mirror on the front here, and then this is the product. It's really beautiful. It looks so similar to the Chanel universal bronzer, and like with the swirl and everything, that looks so similar to it. Before we apply it, let me go ahead and read you some info from the Sephora website. So like I said, this bronzer comes in 4 different shades. It comes in fair, medium, tan, and deep. It seems like the fair shade is constantly sold out on both the Charlotte Tilbury website and the Sephora website. People are saying that the fair shade is kind of a bit more like cool toned, more like a contour shade versus a bronzer. I think that's why it's selling out more, because lighter skin people can use it as contour. It's also $56, which is a little expensive, but it's Charlotte Tilbury, so it's like the luxury brand, which is why it's more pricey. It says it's best for dry, combo, and normal skin. It's cruelty free, there's hyaluronic acid in it, it's long wearing. And in the About This Product section, it says what it is. It's a 16-hour wear cream bronzer in 4 beautiful sun-kissed shades for face and body that blurs skin, hydrates with hyaluronic acid, and is sweat-proof. It's medium coverage, it's a natural finish, and the hyaluronic acid hydrates and visibly revitalizes skin, while vitamin D3 helps protect skin upon exposure to sunlight. It's available in a variety of universally flattering shades. This bronzer delivers the perfect summer glow. The blurring, sweat-proof, and humidity-proof formula has a powdery cream finish that melts into skin, easily building from soft to bold to achieve natural to more defined contoured looks. It seems like this bronzer is getting kind of mixed reviews on Sephora's website. I've heard amazing things about it from friends, and my first impression of it was not great. I love the texture and the feeling of the product. It's really amazing, but it's because it is basically the first ingredient's dimethicone, which is silicone, which makes it very slippy, and it's very velvety feeling, which is why it feels so nice on the skin. On my first impression, it seemed really orange on me, and I'm more of like a red toned person, obviously, and so I like my products to be more red toned for bronzers because it looks more natural, and this just looked very orange. So we're gonna try it out again today, and I will show you swatch comparisons with the other ones at the end, but my feelings on this are mixed because I love the feeling of it, but I'm not sure if I really like the color. But let me show you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip my hair back because the first time I recorded this video, I got it all in my hair, and you know, when you have blonde hair, things just tend to stain a bit. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of clip everything back here as best we can. I have so many little baby hairs that they don't want to like clip. And then we are just gonna go right in. So last time I recorded this, I used a dual fiber brush like this MAC 187, and this is what I normally apply cream bronzer with, but today I want to try with the Hourglass powder brush. This is what I normally use with powder bronzers, and I just want to try it with this and see how it works. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you what it looked like on my hand. This is what it looks like. It's actually like a really nice tone, but then on my face it looks really orange. So this is what it looks like. It gives a really nice sheen on the skin, but it's so crazy because it feels so velvety when you first touch it into the product, but then on your skin, once it dries, it's like a powder. It dries basically into a powder. So it's like such a cool product because it's cream to powder. So it's very similar to like the Senna Cheeky palette. I really like that texture. I think it's really cool. So I'm probably dipping too many times, but here we go. Oh, I actually like it better with this brush than the other brush. Maybe the problem the first time I tried it was just that I was using the wrong brush with it. I mean, it's still a bit on the orangey side, but it looks much better than it did the first time. The first time I put product on, I'll insert a clip because I still have the footage, but the first time I put product on, it was just like so heavy and so orange, it was like jarring. Oh, that's very orange. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. And I definitely did not like it the first time. Just doing a little blend with my beauty blender. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. Now I'm kind of having like second thoughts, like maybe it's not that bad and maybe it's actually a good product. Let me put a little bit on the crease of my eyes because I love to put bronzer there, just as like a natural shadow. Well shoot, maybe I like this now. I was thinking that I wasn't gonna like it a second time, but now I kind of like the color. So I actually think that I might like this product. I still think it's a bit orange on me, but I think if I get a little bit tanner, like, you know, being outside the rest of the summer, I think that it will be a little less orange. The coloring definitely reminds me of the Chanel Universal bronzer, which I will show you in just a second. But this is how my skin looks when I use that bronzer, which I've never repurchased. I still just have the original one that I bought. And it definitely looks exactly like that because it leans more on the orange side, but it's not terrible. I will say if you are a bit more red toned than I am, this will be too orange for you. Or if you go in too heavy-handed, which I almost got to that point, it will be too orange. But if you use it very lightly, I feel like this is actually a really good bronzer. Like I said, I love the formula of it. Like, I love the feeling of it. It feels so nice on the skin. Sorry about the noise. It's very windy here today, and the wind chimes are just going off. So yeah, I love the feeling of it and I love the formula of it. It like feels so soft and velvety. And last time I wore it, while I didn't like the color of it because I must have gone in way too heavy with that other brush, but like throughout the day as I would check my makeup, you know, if I was, you know, in the restroom or walking by a mirror or whatever, when I saw my makeup in the mirror, it actually looked so nice and so smooth, like even hours later. Like it was like 11 o'clock at night when I like finally went to take my makeup off, and I was looking in the mirror and my skin, like my forehead and my cheeks, looked very smooth, and I liked the way that it looked. It didn't mess with my makeup in any way, like it didn't, you know, cake up or anything, and I've already powdered my face. So this is applying the creamed powder bronzer on top of powder, and it didn't get weird or cakey or anything like that. I do have a scratch on my face, and it didn't bunch up there either, which I was curious if it would because it's a scratch. But yeah, I actually really do like this. I was thinking that my second impression of it wasn't going to be great either, but now that I use the softer, fluffier brush, it definitely looks better than using like something like so tight. And I mean, this is a really good diffuser brush, but I think just having this like big fluff to do it, it just applies it so much more naturally and lightly. Yeah, I definitely like it better that way. And it looks really nice in like the crease of my eyes. It gives like a really good definition. So I really like that. Now I want to compare it to the other bronzers that I have because, you know, we want to see. So this is my very old Chanel cream bronzer. This is in Soliel Tan De Chanel. I don't think that they make this version anymore because they came out with a new version that comes, I think, in 2 shades. The original one was only this shade. So to compare, this is what they look like. This one definitely looks darker. And I feel like they're in the same, like, similar tone family. So let me put a little bit of this on my hand so you can see it. The Chanel cream bronzer is definitely like a cream. It doesn't dry down to a powder. And with the Chanel one, I used this. So anyways, this is the Chanel cream bronzer next to the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's definitely orange. It's just a little bit of a lighter orange. And I think when applying the Charlotte Tilbury one with that fluffier brush, it kind of lightened it up a bit. So it's ended up being more like this rather than that. I definitely prefer the feeling of the Charlotte Tilbury one versus the Chanel one. The Chanel one is more of a cream. It doesn't set down to a powder. So for that one, it lasts longer if you set it with a powder on top. The next one is the Saie Beauty Sun Melt Bronzer. And I haven't been using this much lately only because it's so dewy that I definitely have to set it afterwards. And sometimes I just want something quick to put on, you know? But I do love this bronzer as well. It is really beautiful. So this is what it looks like. The Saie Beauty one, I have it in the shade light bronze, but that one also comes in, I think, 4 different shades. So this is definitely similar to the Chanel one, and again, it's in that same like orangey family, but it is definitely a lighter tone. This one, like I said, it doesn't dry down. It's just extremely glowy. So if you have oily skin or if you don't like a super glow to your makeup look, you won't like that one. I think you would definitely prefer the Charlotte Tilbury one. And I don't know what the light one necessarily looks like, but I believe it is more cool toned than this medium tone. But the Saie one is a good bronzer if you're looking for something to add extra glow. Now the last 2 I wanted to share were the Westman Atelier Face Trace contour sticks. This one is in the shade Truffle. It's a littler one, and this one is too dark for my skin tone, but it is a beautiful color. And this is what Truffle looks like. If you blend it out, it's definitely not like as dark, but it's still a bit too dark for my skin tone. And I use this more as like an eyeshadow. And then I have the shade Biscuit, which is a lighter version. and I'm just gonna put that on the side there. And now Biscuit is definitely a contour stick because this one is so cool toned. I mean, look at the difference between all of these. It's like more gray. So this you would use in like the hollows of your cheeks, something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the different comparisons of the different bronzers that I have. But yeah, this is all of that. I'll definitely say that for the value, the Saie Beauty one is probably your best value. The Saie Beauty one's only $30 in comparison to $56 that the Charlotte Tilbury one is. The only thing is you have to set the Saie Beauty one because it is so glowy. You can definitely just go over it with a beauty blender to kind of like tone it down a bit. So yeah, my final thoughts on this, I will say that I still have mixed feelings on this bronzer. I like it. I feel like it kind of grew on me a little bit today, but I still feel like it's giving a bit of an orange glow to my face versus like a natural bronzy look. And I mean, I'm sure on anybody else that's not as red as me, it would look fine. It would look really nice. But for me, I'm very red. So orange bronzers look a bit unnatural on me. And I lean more towards like red toned brown bronzers. I think that looks a bit better on my skin tone personally. I do love the feeling of it. Like I've said numerous times, I feel like it feels and it looks like, not including the color of it, but the feeling and the look of the product on my skin looks really nice. I like the way that it wears throughout the day and that it's long wearing and it's like humidity and sweat proof. I think that's really awesome because, you know, the temperatures are rising and it's getting hot and obviously everybody sweats. So it's kind of nice that it's not gonna come off if you do that. Like, or if you go to a theme park and you get a little damp from a ride or you get sweaty or whatever, it's not gonna just rub off, which is nice. So I do love the feeling of the product and I love the way that it wears on the skin, I should say. I still feel a bit off about the color. I mean, it looks nice in person. I feel like it looks nice on camera, but it's still leaning a bit orange and I'm not 100% sold on that yet. It definitely gives me Chanel cream bronzer vibes. So if you're looking for something that's not Chanel and is cruelty free, definitely go for the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Just make sure that you've saved up your money for it because it is really expensive. Actually, I think this is even more expensive than the Chanel bronzer. I think the Chanel bronzer is only $50, so this is actually more expensive than the Chanel one, but it is cruelty free, so you know, there's that. I think that's it. Let me know if you guys have tried the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and what your thoughts are on it. So yeah, like I've said in the past, makeup is very personal. Everybody's opinion is different on makeup, but let me know what you guys think of the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Should I keep it? Should I return it? I'm not 100% sure what I should do with it yet. I'll definitely keep playing around with it and testing it out because right now I love the way that it looks and like I have a nice sheen on my skin and I don't have highlighter on. I don't even have blush on. It's just the bronzer. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep it. What should I do? Tell me in the comments. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next video. Bye!